Salam sejahtera, salam Malaysia Madani, and a very good morning to everyone. First and foremost, welcome to the virtual postgraduate university briefing for Semester 2, 2022-2023 session. Hopefully, everyone is doing well, safe, and in an excellent condition. I'm Herlina. I'm from Center for Postgraduate Studies, and I will be your host for today's event. On behalf of UMS, I would like to congratulate everyone for becoming our students and thank you for choosing University Malaysia Sabah. To the international students, we would like to give you a very warmest welcome to Sabah, the land below the wind. Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, this is the sixth time we conducted an online postgraduate briefing session. So, before we proceed, I would like to highlight the agendas for the entire day and other few things that you need to know. We're going to start this program with an opening remarks from the Deputy Dean of Center for Postgraduate Studies, followed by 9 briefing sessions, which is 4 briefings in the morning and 5 briefings in the afternoon. Therefore, we really hope that you can stay online with us through all the sessions. because I'm sure you don't want to miss a lot of important information about your studies, right? And please follow, like, and subscribe our UMS Facebook official page, UMS YouTube channel, as well as the Center for Postgraduate Facebook official page, and please join our Telegram group. If you have any questions during the briefing today, you may also drop your question in the chat box below, and our dedicated officers will try their best to answer you. And if we have an extra time, I will raise up your questions to the panels right here. Ladies and gentlemen, together with us in this beautiful morning is our Deputy Dean of Academic and International, Associate Professor Dr. Asmahani Binti Awang, Deputy Director of UMS for External Education, Plumes, Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Suhaimi bin Taat, Deputy Dean of Student Affairs, Associate Professor Dr. Azazi, alias Azizi bin Haji Abdul Adis. And without further ado, I would like to welcome Associate Professor Dr. Asmahani Binti Awang, the Deputy Dean of Center for Postgraduate Studies, for the opening remark. Please welcome, Doctor.
Assalamualaikum and very good morning. My name is Asmahani Binti Awang from Center for Postgraduate Study, UMS. I would like to convey regards from the Dean of Center for Postgraduate Study, Prof. Dr. Rosita Shafawi. She unable to join our session today because she has to attend another commitments that need her presence. She would like to congratulate all of you for your admission into UMS, and on behalf of the CPS, I would like to thank all of you because you have choose University Malaysia Sabah as your next destination to pursue your study. I return back to Madam Helena.
Okay, thank you so much for the warm and very nice opening remarks. Now let's invite Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Suhaimi bin Taat to give his opening remark on behalf of UMS Center for External Education, Plumes. Please welcome, Doctor.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. So on behalf of Center of External Education, in Malay we call as Plumes, I would like to welcome all of you, the new students who has registered under Plumes, and I believe that all of you have made a correct decision, the best decision to join us to further your study here, and I also hope that all of you can take this opportunity to learn and relearn from our knowledgeable, expert, skillful and experienced lecturers, and inshallah all of you can graduate on time in the future with flying colors. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Suhaimi, for the welcoming remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, let's continue with a briefing about the Center for Postgraduate Studies by Associate Professor Dr. Asmahani. And over to you, Dr. Hani.
Thank you, Madam Helena. Okay, everyone, I will start our session. Okay, this session will give you some introductions about the Center for Postgraduate Studies. So this morning we will go through few parts. We have 5 parts here that you will be able to know more about Center for Postgraduate Studies, and also you will be able to know more about Center for External Education. So the first part is about UMS, and it will be followed with CPS team and Plumes team. The third part will cover about the student enrollment. The fourth part will cover about postgraduate coordinators, and the last one will cover about the CPS facilities. All of this information is very important because it will help you and guide you all of your way to complete your study within few years. So the first part about UMS, this is just a general info that you should be able to know. University Malaysia Sabah is the ninth public university in Malaysia, which was established on the 24th November 1994. In general, UMS has 12 faculties, 1 center, 1 academy, and 4 institute, which cover various areas, namely science and technology, medicine and health sciences, engineering, computer and informatics, agriculture, aquaculture and marine science, biotechnology, conservation biology, food science, tropical forestry, social science and humanities, arts and creative technology, psychology, education, Islamic studies, finance, business, accounting, and economics. I'm sure that you will be able to identify which program you are taken now. So this is our vision. University Malaysia Sabah strives to be an innovative university of global standing, and this is our mission. Strive to achieve academic excellence in various fields by gaining international recognition through different process, namely learning and teaching, research and publication, social services, and a balanced specializations of knowledge and personal development of students, resulting in high productivity and quality in the context of the society and nation. We move further. This is our shared value. Together we improve our performance. Okay, the objective of this center is to ensure that the main function of CPAs are executed effectively according to the standards, consists of enrollment of the students, registration, examination, assessment, graduation, students' affairs, and development of academic program. So this is the another information about the Center for Postgraduate Studies, which is known as CPS. So CPS was established in the year of 1994 in order to provide a range of postgraduate program from Doctor of Philosophy, Master and Postgraduate Diploma. Nowadays, CPS is responsible to manage PhD and Master programs by research only. For your information, starting in year 2019, the management of PhD, Master and Postgraduate Diploma programs by coursework and mixed mode were managed by PLUMS, which is Center for External Education. So this program will offer on a full-time and part-time basis, and CPS is entrusted with the responsibility to do the administration, coordinate, develop and strengthen the postgraduate studies program. So this is the roles and responsibility of CPS. The first one is to support the missions of the university to become a world-class center of academic and technological excellences. The second one is to formulate policies pertaining to the development of graduate studies. The third one is to steer the postgraduate committee and coordinate with academic faculties to develop and enhance the quality of graduate education. The fourth one is to maintain the integrity in graduate education practices across all faculty or center or academic or institute at UMS. And the fifth one is to cooperate with other departments of the university to ensure facilities are available and meet the requirement of the academicians and social needs of graduate students. And the last one is to facilitate staff and students training sessions on graduate education aspects. So the second part is about CPS and PLUMS teams. It is very important for you to know the people who will handle or coordinate this center. Okay, this is for the Center for Postgraduate Study, which is led by our Dean, Prof. Dr. Rosita Shafawi, and she is assisted by two Deputy Dean, which is Associate Professor Dr. Azazi bin Haji Abdul Aziz, Deputy Dean Student Affairs, and me as the Deputy Dean Academic and International, and also Dean also assists by Head of Administration, which is Mr. Muhammad Zaidi bin Adilai. This is the Head of Section, which is led by Head of Administration and Financial Section, Mr. Muhammad Zaidi, and Madam Helena Jupiter herself. She handled two sections, which is admissions and student records and examination and graduation section. Madam Ailina Jampadin, she is the head of section of students affairs. So this is the list for UMS Center for External Education. Dr. Lim Ten Siang as a director, which is assisted by Deputy Director, Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Suhaimi bin Taat, and also Deputy Director in Finance, which is Madam Zalifa binti Shadan. Of course, there is another admin staff who are trying their best to help the center to make sure all the process will be executed in a smooth way, and they are the person who are important in this process also, which is Madam Norliza binti Abdullah as admin manager, Mr. Muhammad Rajis Khana bin Atin as marketing manager, Madam Shasha as finance manager, Madam Nur Famiza as Apple manager, Madam Siti Nuria as Assistant Manager in Admin, Mr. Absan Faridzawan Abidin as Assistant Manager in IT, Madam Shola Stella as Assistant Manager in Account, Mr. Hussein Najawi as Assistant Manager in Marketing, and Mr. Jamli Ikwan Jamil as Assistant Manager, which cover the Tawau area. So the next part about student enrollment. For your information, this is the postgraduate enrollment as of February 2023. If you look at this poster here, the total postgraduate students is around 2,918. So this statistic can be divided further into different programs, which is Master, which carry the number of 1,523, PhD, which carry a number of 1,250, and Postgraduate Diploma in Education, which carry a number of 145. And the total local and international students can be divided further into this statistic, which is local postgraduate students carry a number of 2,381, and international postgraduate students carry a number of 537. And these international postgraduate students can be divided into different countries. If you can see here, postgraduate students from China contributes the highest number with 413. It is followed by Indonesia with a number of 61, Bangladesh 17, Pakistan 16, Brunei 9, and the other countries. So thank you very much for the contributions from the international postgraduate student and also the local students. This is the number of students graduated in 2022. I hope this number can inspire you so that you will be able to aim in how many years you will be able to complete your study. So the postgraduate diploma students, it carry around 60, master by research 109, master by coursework 166, and doctor of philosophy 92. So total number of students graduated in 2022 is 427. Hopefully by this year we will be able to increase the number. The next part is about postgraduate coordinators. I would like to suggest you to look carefully the postgraduate coordinators that in charge in respective faculties. So this is the list of postgraduate coordinators by research program. The first one is Associate Professor Dr. Siu Nyet Moy, represent the Faculty of Psychology and Education, and Dr. Nur Shakira binti Zakaria, represent Faculty of Social Sciences and Humanities. Dr. Chin Kailing, represent Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences. Dr. Izyanti Awang Razli, represents Faculty of Business, Economics and Accountancy. Dr. Khadiza Ghazali, represents Faculty of Science and Natural Resources. Dr. Kenderin Su Choylin, represents Faculty of Sustainable Agriculture. Dr. Siti Farida Muhammad Amin, represents Faculty of Food Science and Nutrition. Dr. Andrew Sao Tek Wei, represents Labuan Faculty of International Finance. Okay, we continue. Associate Professor Dr. Muzaffar Hamza, he is the Deputy Dean, Postgraduate and Internalization, represent the Faculty of Computing and Informatics. Dr. Saria Sala, represent the Faculty of Engineering. Associate Professor Dr. Liu Kangchiang represent Faculty of Tropical Forestry. Dr. Junior Kimwa represent Academy of Arts and Creative Technology. And Dr. Priscilla Shaki Ping represent the Center for the Promotion of Knowledge and Language Learning. Dr. So Chin Lin represent Institute for Tropical Biology and Conservation. Associate Professor Dr. Lim Leong Seng represent Borneo Marine Research Institute. Dr. Cheong Bo Eng represent Biotechnology Research Institute. So this is the list of Center for External Education Postgraduate Coordinator which handle the coursework and mixed modes. The previous slides is about the postgraduate coordinators which handle the research mode. Okay, the first one is Dr. Saizal bin Pinjaman. He is from the Faculty of Business, Economics and Accountancy. He is the coordinator for the program as listed below: Master of Business Administration, Master of Human Capital Management and Master of Economic. Dr. Nur Suhadat binti Nordin represent the Faculty of Engineering. She is in charge for the Master of Engineering Oil and Gas. Dr. Zaidatul Haslinda binti Abdullah Sani from Faculty of Computing and Informatics. She is the coordinator for Master of Software Science, which is Software Development and Computational Intelligence. Dr. Carmela E. Ading represent the Faculty of Psychology and Education. She is in charge for the program Master of Psychology in Counseling. We will continue further. Professor Dr. La Yun Fa from Faculty of Psychology and Education. He will be in charge for the program Master of Education in Curriculum and Instruction, Educational Management, Physical and Health Education. Dr. Asma Abdul Hamid Muhammad Al-Saka from Faculty of Psychology and Education. She is in charge in the program of Master of Education in TESA, Science Education and Computer in Education. Dr. Cheong Bo Eng from Biotechnology Research Institute. She is the postgraduate coordinator for a Master of Science Molecular Biotechnology. Dr. Ko Wee Yin from Faculty of Food Science and Nutrition. She is the postgraduate coordinator for Master of Science, Food Safety and Quality. Madam Diana Peters from Faculty of Social Sciences and Humanities. She is in charge for the program of Master of Arts, Government and International Relations. Associate Professor Dr. Freddie Robinson from Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences. He is responsible for the program in Doctor in Public Health. We will continue further. Associate Professor Dr. Richard Avoy from Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences. He is the postgraduate coordinator for Master in Public Health. Dr. Patricia Joseph Kimong, representative from Faculty of Psychology and Education, and she is in charge for the postgraduate program in SPADA. Associate Professor Dr. Abdul Said bin Ambotang from Faculty of Psychology and Education, and he is in charge for the program DPLI. The next part is about the CPS facility. Some of you might thinking that where is the facility and what is the facility that you can use in CPS building. So we will take a look one by one. Okay. For your informations, all of the postgraduate students are entitled to make a reservation or to use these facilities which is available in CPS. But you have to come to CPS, you need to give a strong justification and you need to make a reservation. The first one is auditorium hall, which are able to accommodate up to 200 people. And this auditorium hall can be used for diverse activities such as conference, seminar, talks, workshop, courses, and etc. The second facilities that you can use also is seminar room. Actually, in this building, there are 6 rooms with movable wall, and each room are able to accommodate up to 20 people. You can use the seminar room for activities such as seminar, talks, workshop, courses, and etc. So this is the interesting part, which is student loan. Some of you are very active. You want to do what we call group activities. So these student loan are able to accommodate up to 60 40 people, and this student lounge can be used for different activities as well, such as talks, seminar, group discussion, group study, and etc. Of course, in this building, CPS have Viva rooms. Total 4 rooms for these facilities, and each room are able to accommodate up to 9 people. And you can also make a reservation, okay, for this room. To be used as a Viva Voce session, group discussion, group study, and etc. So this is another facilities, which is meeting room, which is provided by the CPS. This meeting room can accommodate up to 40 people, and this meeting room can be used for meeting, group discussion, online meeting or discussion, and etc. Of course, in this buildings also have student carol room. There are 6 rooms that can be used by the students, in which each room is only one person use only. So the purposes for these student carol rooms is for study use only. Okay. So this is the additional informations about the Center for Postgraduate Studies. If you have encountered some problem, you need someone to assist you, you can come directly to our counter as shown in this figure, or also you can contact us through telephone, fax, email, and additional information you can obtain from our website. But if you think that you need some advice or guidance from the postgraduate coordinators at faculty or center or academic or institute level, you can contact your postgraduate coordinator at respective faculty, center, academic or institute level. And the next is additional information about the UMS Center for External Education, which is known as PLUMS. So actually CPS and PLUMS, we are located in the same building, but UMS Center for External Education, they are located on the first floor, Center for Postgraduate Studies building. And actually here also there are additional information about the telephone number, fax number, email, and website. For further information about CPS and PLUMS, kindly please visit our website. There are many information which is very beneficial for you in the future. So this is my last slide. So thank you very much for listening and for your attention. I give back to our moderator, Madam Helena.
Thank you, Dr. Asmahani, for the briefing about CPS. The next talk is quite important topic for all the new postgraduate students, and it requires your full attention. However, before we move on, let's take 10 minutes break for the preparation. Please stay tuned and see you in a while. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for staying online. I know for sure you don't want to keep waiting. Therefore, let's invite the speaker for the first session, Madam Agnes Sarah Boytol, Deputy Bursar, together with Madam Shasha Nurizwana Binti Marimutu, the Finance Manager of UMS Center for External Education, or PLUMS, to give a financial briefing for the new postgraduate student. Let us welcome Madam Agnes Sarah to talk about the financial affairs, specifically for the postgraduate research program. Over to you, Madam Sarah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, good morning, my dear students, and welcome to UMS. Once again, my name is Agnes Sarah Boytol, and I will be representing Bursars Department for briefing this morning. Today with me is Madam Sharon Lydia Chia. She's in charge directly section postgraduate students. And if you need any assistance in the future, please do contact her. She will assist you. Okay, this morning, we did prepare a short video. This video summarizes what you should know as a student in terms of rules and regulations, method of payment, and some other important things. So please do pay attention and enjoy the video. Thank you. Salam sejahtera, salam hormat, dan salam UMS Kampus Ramah. Kepada semua pelajar baharu Universiti Malaysia Sabah, Jabatan Bendahari dengan berbesar hati mengalu-alukan kedatangan anda semua dan mengucapkan selamat datang ke Universiti Malaysia Sabah. Jabatan Bendahari dengan penuh sukacita ingin berkongsi tata cara pengurusan kewangan pelajar di UMS untuk rujukan para pelajar. Tak kenal maka tak cinta. Dengan ini diperkenalkan Bendahari Universiti Malaysia Sabah serta para pegawai yang bertanggungjawab menguruskan kewangan pelajar. Misi Jabatan Bendahari adalah untuk melaksana dan mengamalkan sistem pengurusan keuangan dengan berintegriti, telus dan bertanggungjawab. Objektif Jabatan Bendahari adalah menawarkan perkhidmatan keuangan kepada semua pelanggan universiti secara cekap dan berkesan. Fungsi bahagian keuangan pelajar Jabatan Bendahari adalah mengurus dan menyelaras akaun pelajar, serta mengurus dan menyelaras hal ehwal keuangan beasiswa dan bacaan pelajar.
Pelajar adalah wajib menjelaskan bayaran yuran pengajian sebelum membuat pendaftaran. Setiap pelajar yang berhutang pada semester semasa akan terhalang daripada membuat pendaftaran kursus untuk semester berikutnya. Tidak dibenarkan mengikuti peperiksaan akhir sehingga semua hutang kepada universiti dijelaskan. Terhalang daripada mendapat keputusan peperiksaan akhir semester semasa. Tidak dibenarkan mengikuti sidang convocation yang mana scroll dan transkrip pelajar akan ditahan sehingga semua hutang kepada universiti dijelaskan. dijelaskan.
Senarai pelajar berpenaja yang telah menerima bayaran tajaan tetapi masih berhutang akan dikemukakan kepada pihak penaja bagi tujuan sekatan bayaran atau pembatalan tajaan. Bagi pelajar yang mendapat tajaan atau pinjaman, diwajibkan mengemukakan surat tawaran tajaan tersebut kepada Sektor Tajaan dan Beasiswa di Jabatan Bendahari. Pelajar juga perlu memastikan maklumat penaja dikemaskini dalam sistem maklumat pelajar untuk mengelakkan sebarang kesulitan. Struktur yuran bagi sarjana dan doktor falsafah dibahagikan kepada dua bidang iaitu sains dan sains sosial mengikut kaedah pengajian. Bagi mendapatkan maklumat lengkap mengenai yuran pengajian, sila rujuk pautan di laman sesawang berikut. Sekiranya pelajar berhasrat untuk menarik diri daripada pengajian, berikut adalah kaedah pengiraan pemulangan bayaran pelajar. Pelajar yang menarik diri dalam tempoh 2 minggu pertama semester bermula layak untuk mendapat bayaran balik yuran pengajian, manakala yuran pendaftaran one-off tidak layak dikembalikan. Pelajar yang menarik diri selepas tempoh 2 minggu pertama semester bermula tidak layak untuk mendapat pemulangan bayaran. Pelajar adalah diwajibkan untuk membayar insurans sebanyak RM25 setahun.
Manfaat insurans pelajar adalah seperti kematian RM40,000, keilatan menyeluruh dan kekal RM25,000 natural cost, RM40,000 bagi accidental cost, perbelanjaan pengebumian RM5,000 bagi natural cost, RM10,000 bagi accidental cost dan RM10,000 bagi belanja penghantaran pulang jenazah, alat sokongan perubatan RM5,000, perbelanjaan perubatan RM5,000 dan allowance hospital RM50 sehari.
UMS kini mengamalkan kampus tanpa tunai. Kaedah pembayaran adalah seperti berikut. Bayaran atas talian melalui pautan berikut. Bayaran melalui kaedah Jompe, bayaran tunai melalui kaunter bank Islam atau mesin ATM di mana-mana cawangan bank Islam seluruh Malaysia. Melalui pindahan telegrafik dengan bayaran atas nama Universiti Malaysia Sabah. Atau melalui kaunter Jabatan Bendahari menggunakan kaedah bayaran kad debit, kad kredit, Alipay, WeChat Pay, Maybank QR Pay, bus dan cek berpalang atas nama Universiti Malaysia Sabah. Untuk makluman, pihak universiti akan mengenakan yuran perkhidmatan sebanyak RM20 bagi terimaan tunai yang melebihi RM500 bagi setiap transaksi.
Bagi kaedah pembayaran yuran yang menggunakan KWSP, pelajar hendaklah memohon surat pengesahan KWSP daripada Jabatan Bendahari 2 minggu sebelum pendaftaran bermula beserta salinan terkini penyata akaun 2. Hanya pelajar yang telah mendapat surat pengesahan KWSP berstatus lulus sahaja yang akan diberi pelepasan bagi proses pendaftaran pelajar. Bagi pelajar yang lewat membuat permohonan surat pengesahan KWSP, pelajar tersebut wajib untuk menjelaskan yuran pengajian sepenuhnya terlebih dahulu. Walau bagaimanapun, Jabatan Bendahari akan mengeluarkan surat pengesahan KWSP tersebut kepada pelajar seperti biasa. Pelajar yang ingin memohon surat pengesahan KWSP, penaja, bayaran, struktur yuran perlu mengisi borang permohonan melalui Google Form yang boleh diakses di laman web Jabatan Bendahari atau Facebook page bahagian keuangan pelajar atau scan QR code seperti berikut. Proses semakan dan pengesahan transaksi bayaran bagi perbankan internet atau FPX. Pengesahan transaksi bayaran pada penyata bank adalah dalam tempoh 24 jam hari bekerja berikutnya selepas bayaran diterima. Tempoh kemaskini terimaan di dalam SMPB di kaunter bendahari ialah 1 hingga 3 hari. Perbankan internet kemaskini terimaan adalah 24 jam pada hari berikutnya. Melalui FPX pula, kemaskini adalah dalam tempoh 15 minit.
Apabila saya sudah membuat pembayaran, adakah bermaksud saya sudah mendaftar?
Tidak, pelajar hendaklah mendaftar melalui sistem maklumat pelajar.
Berapakah kadar denda lewat daftar yang perlu saya bayar?
Jumlah denda lewat yang perlu dibayar adalah Rp200.
Sekiranya status saya digantung pengajian pada semester lepas dan saya berhasrat untuk mengaktifkan pengajian saya pada semester ini, apa yang perlu saya lakukan?
Pelajar perlu membuat permohonan kepada Pusat Pengajian Pascasiswazah. Setelah mendapat kelulusan, pelajar perlu membayar denda lewat Rp200 dan iuran pengajian semester lepas dan semester semasa.
Bagaimana pula sekiranya status saya telah diberhentikan?
Pelajar perlu membuat permohonan kepada Pusat Pengajian Pascasiswazah. Setelah mendapat kelulusan, pelajar perlu membayar iuran pengaktifan semester Rp300 dan iuran pengajian semester lepas dan semester semasa.
Apa yang menyebabkan saya tidak dapat membuat pendaftaran di SMP?
Mungkin disebabkan mempunyai hutang iuran pengajian atau iuran asrama pada semester sebelumnya atau pelajar tidak mengemukakan laporan kemajuan pelajar.
Bagaimanakah cara untuk menyemakbaki hutang yang perlu dibayar?
Pelajar boleh merujuk penyata akaun melalui sistem maklumat pelajar.
Okay, once again, I would like to introduce Madam Sharon Lydia Chair. She's in charge directly section postgraduate students. And if you need any further assistance in the future, please do contact her. She's very friendly. Don't worry. Okay, I will start my briefing today. As you see from the slide, okay. As you see from the slide, you can see the fees information. You can refer from the website www.ums.edu.my, and you just type the website, and then you can see the details of the fees information. Next. Okay, from this slide, what you can see is, before that, in UMS, there is two type method of studies, which is research and coursework. What I explained to you today is applicable for students who choose research as their method of studies. Later on, my friend, Madam Shasha, will continue the financial briefing for coursework students. There's only slightly different in terms of fee structures and some other things between coursework and research method. In UMS, we divide our tuition fees by stream. There is two types of stream, which is science stream and art streams. As you can see in the slide, this is tuition fees for science stream. There is three biggest component in the tuition fees, which is non-recurrent fee, tuition fees for first semester and second semester, and viva fees. As you can see, tuition fees for the first semester is slightly higher than tuition fees for second semester. This is due to insurance fees that we charge yearly. I know most of you have your own personal insurance, but it is compulsory for all the students to pay this insurance. Later on, I believe there is briefing from student welfare, and they will brief you more about the benefits and coverage for this insurance. Next. This is actually the fee structure for art stream. Next. Okay. If from this slide, what you can see is, if you choose to withdraw from the university, please do come to the postgraduate office and fill in all the necessary documents, because if you did not do so, we will continue to charge your tuition fees in your student ledger by referring your students' status as active. So please if you choose to withdraw from the university, please do so. And from this table, you can see how much refund that you can get if you withdraw your studies within allowable period. If you withdraw within 2 weeks after the semester begin, your non-recurrent fee will be forfeited while your tuition fees will be refunded to you. But if you choose to withdraw after 2 weeks, the semester starts, your non-recurrent fees and also your tuition fees will be forfeited. Students, from this slide, you can see that student must pay tuition fees in full at the beginning of every semester. Next. Okay. Actually, this is your promise document that you signed when you registered as a student in UMS. You promised that you're gonna pay the tuition fees in full at the beginning of every semester. So I just want to remind you again, please pay your tuition fees every beginning of the semester so that you are not being barred from registering. Next. Okay. Students who have an outstanding fees will be barred from assessing the course registration process for upcoming semester, printing the examination slip, and this is applicable for the coursework, getting the final examination results, attending the convocation, scrolls and transcript will be held back by the university until all the outstanding tuition fees are settled. Okay, for this one actually, as you can see, student will be barred if you have a outstanding balance in your ledger. But actually not only your outstanding balance will be bar you from registering to the next semester. There is another things that will bar you from registering, which is your progressing report. So you have to submit your progressing report every semester, because we frequently receive complaint from the students that they repay all the outstanding fees but yet still being barred from registering. So if you repay all the tuition fees yet you are being barred, please refer to your supervisor about this matter. Okay? Sponsored students who have yet to settle their outstanding fees will be reported to their respective sponsors promptly or risk having their sponsorship cancelled. UMS is applying cashless campus concept, which is we do not encourage students to pay cash at our counter or even at our cafe. We have variety type of cashless payment method, such as FPX, Jompe, UMS e-payments apps, bill presentment, and still we also open our counter for credit cards, Alipay, Boost, online banking. Next. Okay. If you do wish to pay using cash at our counter, if the amount that you pay using cash is exceed 500 ringgit, there will be charge that will charge to you, which is amounting 20 ringgit. That is for service fees. So if you don't want this happen to you, please do not come to our counter and pay cash. You can pay using cashless method anywhere, any place, anytime. Thanks. Okay, this one. This one is actually, student must submit their scholarships, sponsorships, loans, offer letter to the Bursas department. Okay. Why do we need a copy of your scholarship, sponsorship, loan documents? Because there is two methods of payment that usually the sponsorship will choose to wire your scholarship. First, through university. If your scholarship choose this method, then every semester's Bursas department have to issue invoice to demand the payment from your sponsorship. If you did not submit to us your agreement with your sponsor, then how we want to issue an invoice to them, because we do not even have any document or knowledge about your sponsorship. For the second method, is sponsor will pay directly to students. So in this case, we will treat this type of student as unsponsored students. So please do your responsibilities. Once you receive your sponsorship, please pay your tuition fees. Next. Next. Ini kah? Okay. Okay. This is for those, for the working students. If you wish to pay your tuition fees using your retirement fund, KWSP, you can do so by access our form through Google Form. And from the slide, you can see HTTPS forms GLE and blah, blah, blah. You can use that, type that, and they will, Google Form will appear in your screen, and please fill in the form. Or else you can just scan the QR code at the side of the slide, and the form will appear in your phone and at your computer. Okay, we will process this confirmation letter for EPF for 5 working days. Okay. For those who are late applicants are required to pay their tuition fees in full, meaning we advise you to apply for confirmation letter for EPF actually 2 weeks before the registration. Because we will receive your confirmation letter from the EPF, from KLBSP, that's saying your your EPF is being approved to pay your tuition fees. Okay, so if you're late to apply for this KWSP, so you have to pay full first, and then later on we will refund back your tuition fees. EPF authorization letter will be prepared, but student may only be allowed to register once the full payment being made. Okay, as you see from the slide, this is actually our contact number and email, also our Facebook address. So if you need any further assistance, please do contact us. There's a few here, which is at Kota Kinabalu, our main campus, international campus at Labuan, and also Sandakan. Next. So, okay. In order to improve the quality of our service, please fill out the customer satisfaction survey questionnaire by scanning the displayed QR code. We appreciate all the feedback. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Sarah, for that briefing. Now let's invite the second speaker, Madam Shasha Nurizwana, to brief us about the financial affairs regarding the postgraduate coursework program under UMS Center for External Education, or PLUMS. The stage is yours, Madam Shasha.
Thank you. Okay, good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. Okay, today I will represent PLUMS. I'm Shasha Nurizwana from Finance PLUMS. I will explain briefly regarding the procedure of the finance section of PLUMS. Okay, PLUMS finance section is actually responsible for the student financial affair for postgraduate student by coursework, and then also for undergraduate student that under PLUMS. The procedure is not much different with the Bursa department, but they're slightly different. Okay, for the registration fee, the registration fee need to be settled before the registration process through online or e-daftar. That means before the registration process, you need to be settled the registration fee. And then the balance fee for the credit hours or the course fees will be updated after the add and drop weeks done, which is the week 6 for the current semester. Okay, the balance credit hours compulsory to be settled by student before the final exam. Okay, all the fee can be retrieved from the SMPB website at any time by the student. Okay, as you can see from this table, this is the fees type and payment periods. For the registration fee, need to be settled by the student before the registration process. This is applicable for Malaysian students, while the credit hours or the course fee need to be settled before the exam. Also for the Malaysian student. Why for the international student, all fee need to be settled before the registration process. Next slide. Okay, for those students, this is the same with, this is applicable for the coursework. For those students who still have outstanding tuition fee will be bear from register course for the upcoming semester. The second one is student not allowed to print slip exams and then getting in the final exam. The student cannot check the final exam results. And then for the convocations, the scroll and transcript will be held back by the university until all the outstanding tuition fees are settled. Next. Okay, this is the fee structure by master program by coursework. There's two types for local student and international students. As you can see, for the non-current fees, there's for full-time and part-time is the same, while the semester fee and for the semester 1 and semester 2, there's a difference, 25 ringgit for the insurance, while the YJK is actually stand for credit hours. Credit hours. The credit hours is per credit hours is 350, while for international student is 700. Okay, this one is for science course. For the non-current fee, as you can see in the table, and there's the semester fee and the semester fee for semester 1 and semester 2 also different for 25 ringgit, and then the credit hours is 300, while for doctor falsafa is 400 and master 600, while for doctor falsafa PhD 800 for international student. Okay, this fee structure is for DPLI and SPADA. This one is the total overall for DPLI, as you can see in the table, is 9,000, while for the SPADA is 16,000. Okay, if you wish to withdraw, the procedure is same with the Bursa department, which is the student need to fill in the form and then send it to the counter, but all the processes will be done in the PLUMS department. Okay, the non-current fee, as you can see, if you withdraw for the first 2 weeks after the semester begin, the non-current fee will be forfeited, while the tuition fees will be refunded. But if you withdraw after second week of the semester begins, both of it will be forfeited. Okay, here's few type of payment method that the student can do. The first one is the FPX, while the second one, Jompe. The third one, bill representment, and then fourth, through counter, which is you can go directly to the PLUMS counter. Okay, for the cash exceeding for 500, the counter will charge for 20 ringgit per service. This is the payment method for EPF. Those students need to request the EPF confirmation letter from account statement 2 and send to the Plum Finance sections at least 2 weeks before the registration week. The release of for registration process will only be given to the student who got the EPF withdrawal confirmation pass. The late applicant to apply the EPF need to pay the tuition fee in full, while the EPF authorization letter will be prepared, but student may only be allowed to register once the full payment being made. Okay, student must submit the scholarship, sponsorship, or full loan to the Plume Finance section. This also same as before this Madam Agnes Sarah explained. And then please update the scholarship, sponsorships, loans detail its SMP to ensure all information are valid. Application for PT-PTNs. Okay. Student also can apply for the PT-PTN. The student must be made, all the application must be made through online PT-PTN website. Students are required to open a saving account with Bank Islam. Okay, all the opening of account can be made of any of Bank Islam branches. Next. The applicant will be processed in 5 working days. Okay, any query from the student, you can contact us from the contact number, or you can find us at the address shown below. Okay, here is the finance sections. Our finance section led by Puan Zalifa bin Syadan, Deputy of Director of Finance, and Wami is the Finance Manager, Puan Shashan Rizwana binti Marimutu, while Assistant Manager of Finance is Puan Solastella. And then here is the one, Encik Izzy Reza is the one handling for postgraduate students, and for undergraduate is Encik Muhammad Saki. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for that information, Madam Shasha. Ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed to our next briefing, we're going to take another 10 minutes break. So please stay online and stay tuned. Thank you. Hi, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for staying online. The next briefing is about the procedures and rules for postgraduate programs in UMS, delivered by our Deputy Dean, Academic and International, Center for Postgraduate Studies, CPS, Associate Professor Dr. Asmahani binti Awang. Let's invite Dr. Asmahani for her briefing.
Assalamualaikum and very good morning everyone. Now we meet again. My name is Asmahani Awang. Assalamualaikum and very good morning everyone. Hi, we meet again. My name is Asmahani Awang from Center for Postgraduate Study, University Malaysia Sabah. So this is our second session. Okay, we will waiting for the slide to be displayed first. Okay, in this session, I will share with you information about procedures and rules for postgraduate program. I hope that all of you can follow me because we have very important procedure and some steps that need to be understand that can be beneficial for you during your studies in UMS. So for this session, we will cover a few sections 1 until 17. I hope that you can be patient because each of these section will give you important information. So the first section is about registration and payment process. So first of all, I would like to share with you our brochure. The first brochure shows that it is the important information for the Center for Postgraduate Studies. And the second brochure, it shows the important information about the Center for External Education. Each of the important contact information, email, and also what we call a platform to be contact with is available on the brochure. The next is about the academic calendar. If you look at this slide, it shows the academic calendar for 2022-2023 session. If you still remember, you have done your registration day last week on 18th of February 2023 physically. And the other process you need to know also, for example, research methodology course that will be conducted on 8th of March 2023. And this is mandatory for all the students who still didn't take their research methodology course. However, if any of you already completed the research methodology course from the previous university, you might provide the completing certificate or any supporting documents to Center for Postgraduate Studies. And for example, for the second research methodology course, it will be conducted on 15th of March 2023. Please refer to your postgraduate coordinator for the exact date. The infographic or poster will be shared with you from time to time. And I would like to give emphasis for the other process here, which is progress report filling by students, which should be completed on 5th of June 2023 to 2nd of July 2023. This is very important process because if you are failed to complete this process within specific time of duration, you will not be able to register for the next semester. So kindly please go through this academic calendar because all of this process, they have this specific time of duration. You need to follow you need to complete the process according to the given time. The next page, it is about the academic calendar for 2023-2024 session. Actually, these two academic calendars can be downloaded from our CPS website. Kindly please visit our website and go to the menu of current students and you can download this academic calendar. So this is another important information which is prepared by our CPS section. This is the steps for the registration for new postgraduate students. You already completed all of these tabs: online acceptance, pre-registration, registration day, university briefing, that is conducted today. However, if you encounter any problem or you have some hesitation, you can always contact us. The contact number is provided as shown in this poster. So this is another information. Actually, this is provided from the CPS website. You can always visit our website and you can check the updates which is provided by the staff there. This is another information, the important contact number. Maybe after this you will encounter some problem. You have to identify with which section that are responsible to give you information or to process your request. For example, admission and student record section can be retrieved by using the contact number which is provided in this slide, and also they can reach by email as well. There is another section which can help you to give some informations about the procedure, which is examination and graduation section, student affairs sections, and administration and general finance section. Okay, I would like to invite you to join our Telegram group because there are many updates information that is available in our Telegram group. You can scan the barcode there and please join this Telegram group. And also, if you visit our website, there is additional information about the current postgraduate students. For example, the registration process and all the process which is related to the current students. And now it is the informations about the registration and payment. For a candidate to maintain they need to maintain continuous registration throughout the durations of the study. However, the candidate should fulfill few conditions. The first one is the candidature is within and do not exceed the maximum duration of study. Maybe some of you might thinking, what is the maximum duration of study? We will see further in the next slide, okay? The second one is all outstanding tuition fees have been settled. Please always check in your ledger system. You can get assistance from the bursary. And the third one is the student has completed online student progress report, or in Malay we call it as Laporan Kemajuan Pelajar Pascasiswazah. And this report should be endorsed by supervisor or main supervisor at faculty or center or academic or institute level. And this form has to be submitted to the Center for Postgraduate Study for further evaluation. The second section is about tuition fees. All students shall pay the fees and make registration every semester within a period of 2 weeks from the registration date of each semester. For the student with outstanding fees, so the student will be suspended and they cannot make registration in the following semester. So you should be aware for your status, either you are active students or you have been suspended. So the third one is student may register late until the 4th week and pay penalty with an amount of 200 ringgit Malaysia. However, for the student who does not register after the 4th week of the semester, then the students will be suspended. And the fifth one is student who do not register for 2 consecutive semesters, then she or he shall be terminated from their study. And this is the information about the method of study. We have 3 types of study. The first one by research, including fast track, conversion from master to PhD. Second one is by coursework, and third one by mixed work. If you look at our slide here, the research mode, it is managed by Center for Postgraduate Studies, and for coursework and mixed mode, it is handled by Center for External Education. Maybe some of you are interested with the fast track and conversion from master to PhD program. Kindly please visit our CPS website for further information. The next section is about type of registration. It can be divided into 2 types, which is full-time and part-time. So after this, I will use the abbreviation, which is FT represent full-time, PT represent part-time. So the duration of study can be categorized further into different mode, which is research mode, coursework mode, and mixed mode. Okay, we should take a look carefully at this table. Okay, we have two different programs here, which is Masters and PhD, and we have different modes of registration, which is full-time and part-time. I will not explain all of this information in the table. However, I will try to take one example so that you will be understand how to use this table. Okay, we take master for an example, master for full-time here. Okay, for student who take master full-time, so the minimum duration of study is within 2 semesters, and the maximum duration of study should be 6 semesters. It is the same thing for the PhD. Okay, the minimum of study for semester to X semester. However, some of you might thinking, what will happen if I couldn't complete my study within the specific time of duration? Then I will be fail in my study. You will find the answer in the next slide. Okay. So this is additional information about the graduate on time. So the duration of study for master degree should be 4 semester, which is equivalent to 24 months. And graduate on time for doctoral degree, it is X semester, which is equivalent to 48 months. So refer to my previous question. If you are unable to complete your study within the given time of duration. Okay, so this is the answer. Please take a look carefully at this table. Okay, student who have reached maximum duration, you are able to request for an extension. However, your request, it is depends on the online progress report, and you must maintain your good report each semester. So that's why in the previous slide, I give emphasize to all of you, you need to complete your online progress report within the specific time of duration. You need to always aware what is the starting time, what is the end time for you to submit your report. And you also must retain or maintain a good communication with your supervisor, because your supervisor will be the one who will approve your online progress report. Okay, so for the extensions of duration of study, we take master for example. Okay, the allowed extension of duration of study for master full-time is 2 semester. Okay, we take a look again, the comparison between the permitted duration of study by research and extension of duration of study by research. So for you to be able to understand how to use this table, we look at master, okay, master degree, full-time. After that, we will take a look for master degree part-time. So for master degree full-time, your minimum semester is 2 semester and your maximum semester is 6 semester. However, if you are unable to complete your study within 6 semester, you are eligible to apply for extensions for another 2 semester, so that you will have 6 semester plus 2 semester to complete your study. Different from master degree for part-time, you have X semester plus 4 semester. So total, you have 12 semester to complete your study. However, for the extension of duration of study, it is not processed automatically. You need to apply to the CPS. Okay, I hope that you can understand how to use this table. Okay, the next is about information regarding the research methodology course with code of MP 12371. MP 12303. So this research methodology course should be completed in the first year. It is better if you can complete your research methodology course by first semester, because you already equipped with all the skills, with the information, so that you can start your research activities soon. The course will be given a notation in terms of pass or fail only. However, this research methodology course, it consists of different evaluation process, which is proposal report and proposal oral presentation. if you are unable to fulfill all the criteria for this research methodology course, then you have to repeat the course. And for you to register the research methodology course, you should log in into the SMPB system. You need to search the course code MP12303. So this is the example, the display on the system when you log in into your account. So here you can check the code subject accordingly. You can add the subject and also you can drop the subject. Okay, so before this, I have give you information about the duration of study for research mode. Now we will see the duration of study permitted for coursework. So actually it used the same principle. So for example, here I will take a postgraduate diploma for example. Okay, postgraduate diploma for full-time students, they have minimum 2 semester and maximum 4 semester. But for the part-time student, they have more time to complete the study, which is ranging from 3 semesters to 6 semester. However, this duration of study permitted, it is depending on the program structure of the respective faculty, center, academic or institute. So this is the information about the total credit hours required to graduate. Okay, for those who take coursework in this study, you should know the postgraduate diploma minimum 30 credit hours, master's degree minimum 40 credit hours, and doctoral degree minimum 80 credit hours. Okay, this is the number of credit hours in a semester by coursework. We take postgraduate diploma for our example. So for postgraduate diploma, 8 credit hours minimum per semester and maximum 16 credit hours for per semester. For part-time students, 6 credit hours minimum per semester and 10 credit hours maximum per semester. For master degree students and doctoral degree students, kindly please refer to this table. Okay, so now we move further to the next section, which is duration of study permitted by mixed mode. However, this table does not apply to Master of Public Health and Doctor of Public Health degree. So we take master's degree for our example here. So for master degree students, you are allowed to complete your study with minimum 2 semester and maximum 6 semester for full-time student. For the part-time student, okay, minimum 4 semester and maximum 8 semesters. So the same thing, the total credit hours required to graduate for master degree, you should achieve minimum 40 credit hours, and doctoral degree minimum 80 credit hours. Okay, maybe some of you might thinking, how if I want to change my type of registration? You are allowed to do that, but you need to get some information. Maybe sometimes you cannot avoid some situation that you need to do this process change type of registration. Okay, the first process is that students may apply the change type of registration to the dean or director of faculty or center or academic or institute for approval. Then the respective faculty or center or academic or institute will notify the dean of center for postgraduate studies to change the type of registration from full-time to part-time or vice versa. However, this change type of registration can be done only once throughout the stipulated period of study. So it means that you have to think carefully. What is the strong justification that you want to change your type of registration? For example, from full-time to part-time or from part-time to full-time. Because they will give you big consequences in your study progress. So the third one is the approval is subject to the remaining maximum period of candidature. So for the third statement, you need to refer to the previous table that I have shown to you. However, the international students shall not be allowed to change the mode of registration. They just can stick with their original mode type of registration, which is full-time. So before you want to apply for the change type of registration, you should have what we call thorough discussion with your supervisor. Why you want to change your type of registration? This is because when you apply for the change type of registration, it will affect your study, and maybe your supervisor is not agree with your decision. So you have to discuss with her or him and give strong justification. In terms of the consequences, for example, if you change your type of registration from full-time to part-time, it will give you more time to submit your thesis. However, if you are part-time students but you want to change your type of registration to full-time students, it affects the what we call number of semester that you have to complete or to submit your thesis. So you have to think carefully, and please refer to the guideline and also the previous table that I showed to you. Because when you change your type of registration from full-time to part-time, so means that you have less time to complete your work. The next section is about course registration. So this registration process is very important to acquire a master or doctoral degree. It is applicable to compulsory or elective courses, and the compulsory courses will be included in the calculation to determine the grade point average GPA for the candidate study. So there is another courses which we call as prerequisite courses. So this course must be taken and passed by candidates taking the postgraduate program. So when you want to take the specific course program, you should know what is the requirement for you to attend the lectures, and also you should know what is the specific time for you to drop and to withdraw from the courses. Okay, the next sections is about fees policy. In general, all fees that have been paid cannot be reimbursed. So if you look at the poster as attached here, it is the method of payment. I think for the method of payment, it has been elaborated further by the bursar. So if you have some hesitation, or if you have any inquiries regarding this method of payment, kindly please contact the bursary office. Okay, this is the method of payment for international students. The next section is about thesis or dissertation. Okay, kindly please look at this diagram. Okay, take some what we call aura, or take some inspiration that you will be able to complete your study within the specific time of duration. Okay, I know you can do. So we will continue further informations about the thesis or dissertation. So all students shall write the thesis according to the UMS thesis or dissertation submission and writing guidelines 2018, amendment 2021 as prescribed by Senate. Kindly please visit our CPS website, because these guidelines have been uploaded in the website. You can download, you can take a look so that you know what is the format that you need to follow when you prepare your thesis. And student shall not resubmit his or her thesis derived from his candidature at other university. There is another important things regarding your study when you prepare your thesis or dissertation. It is about prohibition against plagiarism. So a student shall not plagiarize any idea, writing, data, or invention belonging to another person. So the postgraduate coordinator or supervisor is required to open a Turnitin account via the university library, and the postgraduate coordinator or supervisor will give the class ID and enrollment password to the student for submitting the thesis to be checked. So when you submit a thesis for evaluation, you should submit one review report that we call plagiarism report that has been verified by the faculty or center or academy or institute. The similarities from the plagiarism report should less than 30%. please be aware that this is very important process. You should always have a good communication with your supervisor in order to check for this plagiarism. Okay. Another important things that you need to know when you prepare your thesis or dissertation is that there is a limit and maximum words for the thesis and dissertation. For example, Doctor of Philosophy by Research and Doctor by Coursework thesis should have minimum 50,000 words and 100,000 and maximum 100,000 words. For Master by Research thesis and Master dissertation thesis should have minimum 30,000 words minimum and maximum 60,000 words. So the number as stated above, it is inclusive of words in text only and does not include table, charts, footnotes, and attachment. Some of you might thinking, my research studies require more than 100 words to construct a thesis. Some of you might thinking, my research study does not achieve minimum words in the thesis. So what can you do? So the process that you can do is that you can apply to the Dean of Center for Postgraduate Studies if you are unable to fulfill this requirement, but you have to provide a strong justification. Okay, so we will proceed further. So the rule on thesis preparations are available in UMS Thesis or Dissertation Submission and Writing Guideline 2018, Amendment 2021, and this guideline can be downloaded from this link. Okay, the next section is about notice of thesis submission. Okay, a student who will submitting a thesis should submit a notice of thesis submission to the CPS Dean within 3 months before submitting the thesis for evaluation early semester. So the notice is valid for 6 months from the date of the notice of thesis submission is approved by the CPS. The next process is the viva voce or oral examination will be conducted within 2 to 3 months after the thesis is submitted by the candidate. If you have any hesitation regarding the process for you to submit your thesis, you should contact the postgraduate coordinator at faculty or center or academic or institute level. And also you can directly come to our counter, Center for Postgraduate Studies. Our staff will give you some information and try to help you to solve the problem or to answer your question. So another things that you need to know in your study is that you need to publish and you need to attend conference. So for research students, okay, for example, masters and PhD students. So for master students, you have to publish one journal index article, either it is indexed in Scopus, Web of Science, or Excellence Research in Australia, with at least accepted status. If you just submitted your paper to the journal and then you claim that this is already accepted by the journal, you cannot do that because staff ACPS will go through all the documents and then they will check your paper status, either it is already published or either it is still not published. So for the arts or non-science student, you should publish one journal index article, either it is indexed in My Site or Scopus or Web of Science or Excellence in Research Australia with at least accepted status, and you should present it at any conference either as an oral or poster presenter. So for a PhD student, science stream, you should publish 2 journal index article, either it is indexed in Scopus or Web of Science or Excellence in Research Australia, at least accepted status. For arts or non-science student, you should publish 1 journal index article in My Site and 1 journal index in Scopus, Web of Science or Excellence in Research Australia with at least accepted status, and you should present at any conference either as oral or poster presenter. So Candidates must submit hardbound thesis as follows. You should submit 3 copies to CPS and a soft copy in the form of CD-ROM, 1 copy to respective faculty or center or academic or institute, and the thesis or dissertation may be published after acquiring permission from the university. We will move further to the next section, which is supervision. So this supervision process, it includes the interaction between students and supervisor. So here we can summarize that the contact between supervisor and student is very important. There shall be a frequent and regular contact between the supervisor or co-supervisor and then the student. So the supervisor and the student shall be jointly responsible for initiating the meetings. For example, for a full-time student, you should meet your supervisor or co-supervisor immediately after registration with at least twice a month. For a part-time students, once a month. It depends on the requirement for your study. If you think that you have to discuss with your students, discuss with your supervisor more than once in a month, then it depends on you, and you need to check your supervisor availability as well. Okay. So the discussion, it is depends on you and your supervisor. Either it can be done physically or either it can be done by using online. Okay, it depends on the suitability at that time. So the next important information is that graduate supervision file, which is student logbook. You should fulfill or complete your student logbook every time you discuss or you meet your supervisor. So this student logbook can be retrieved from this link. So this is a must. The next thing, it is about the method of evaluation. So for example here, for a master students, your thesis shall be examined by 1 internal examiner and 1 external examiner. For a non-staff doctoral thesis, your student shall be examined by 1 external examiner and 2 internal examiner. For a staff, UMS staff, the doctoral thesis should be examined by 2 external examiner and 1 internal examiner. And another process is that oral examination, which is viva voce, it can be performed to defend the thesis in front of an oral examination committee. The next section is about submission of dissertation or practicum report. So this is applicable for the coursework and mixed mode. So the final date for submission of a dissertation or practicum report is 2 weeks after the appointed examination date during the final semester. However, for the candidates who fail to submit a dissertation or reports at the appointed date, therefore the students or candidates will be given a grade E, and he or she should make another registration for the dissertation or practicum. The next section is about evaluation for a candidate undergoing study by coursework or mixed mode. It shall consist of few criteria, which is an examination for each course taken every semester, an examination for each prerequisite course or eligibility if necessary. And the next section is about evaluation for a candidate undergoing master degree by coursework or mixed mode with dissertation shall consist of few items here. The first one is an examination or any form of evaluation for each course taken during the semester. The second one is a dissertation that will be examined by both internal examiner if the amount of credit hours exceeds 40% of the program's total credit hours. The third one is if the unit value at 40% or below, then the dissertation may only be examined by an external examiner. So this is the grade value in general for given by a course here. If you look at this table, each grade, it gives you different grade point with different range of percentage and different status. I hope that for the mixed mode and coursework mode student, please take a look carefully at this table. Okay, so this is the definition of pass. A candidate is considered to have passed and been allowed to continue his or her study if he or she acquires a CGPA of no less than 3.00 and acquires the pass and continuous study status. Other than that is the definition of conditional pass. Candidates are given a conditional pass and warning if they acquire CGPA between 2.33 and 2.99. A candidate who acquires the conditional pass status for 2 semesters in a row, she or he will be given the fail and discontinue status. Another definition is for fail and discontinue. Candidates will be given the fail and discontinue status if they acquire a CGPA below 3.00 for 2 semesters in a row, and candidates will be given the fail and terminated status if they acquire CGPA below 2.33 in any given semester. Then you should be aware with this condition. So candidates are allowed to repeat any courses whenever they obtain grades B minus and below. For the courses that are given an F grade, it will still be counted in your GPA and CGPA calculation until you repeat the course and pass the course. So for repeated courses, the higher grade will be taken into account to calculate the entire study grade. Okay, so the previous slide, it shows the grade and grade point for general courses. The current slide shows the grade and grade point which is applicable to Master in Public Health and Doctor of Public Health. So this current slide give different range of grade point, different range of percentage and different status. Okay. So this is the grade and grade point for replacement examination for the study of Master in Public Health and Doctor of Public Health. There are only 2 grades here, which is B and F, and only 2 status, which is pass and fail. If you can see here, the percentage also different for replacement examination. Okay, the next sections is about deferment of examination. Some of you might thinking like, I cannot continue my study within this semester. I need to take a break for a while because of under some circumstances. So you can apply for deferment of examination. Okay, we understand that some of us might encounter some problem, maybe financial problems, maybe family problem, and etc. So this is the process how we want to apply for the deferment of examination. So process of deferment, the first one is candidates who are ill or facing other problems during an examination may apply to the dean or director of faculty or center, academic or institute to delay sitting for the examination. And the faculty or center or academy or institute must be informed of the reasons for the deferral within a period of 48 hours after the examination ended. So this is a few additional informations about deferment of examination. So application to delay an examination for a course in a particular semester due to health reason must be accompanied by a verification letter from a government doctor or MS panel doctor. However, the deferment of examination for other reason may be considered. However, it is depends on the discretions of the dean of CPS. And if you apply for the deferment of examination, another examination may be arranged based on the merit of each case. So the next section is about status as postgraduate student. This is your metric card. I'm sure most of you already have your metric card. Okay. And this is the next information about the status as postgraduate student. So for a student who is given a suspension of study at that specific semester, you will lose your status as a postgraduate student. Therefore, you are not be allowed to use the university facilities until you register for a new semester. after an allowable duration. So for a student who does not register for one long semester without written permission from the university, then you will be suspended, and also you will lose your status as a student and you cannot use the university facility. So for a candidate who does not register for 2 long semesters in a row without written permission consent from the university, you will be terminated from studies. So this is the next section about appeal to review examination result. So this is the process. So you need to appeal for the review examination results by using form, and the form should be forwarded to CPS within 2 weeks from the date the examination results are announced. So this is the appeal process to continue the study. You might need some clarification on how to do this process. So a student who fails and has his or her student status terminated due to failure to satisfy the condition to continue study may submit an appeal against the said decision once throughout the stipulated period of study. So the appeal form must be submitted to CPS within 4 weeks after the official announcement of an examination result. So the next section is about condition for conferment of degree. We take a look at this figure so that you will get some confidence that you might be able to complete your study within specific or given time of duration. Within few years from today, you will be able to be there in the convocation day. Okay, this is the condition for conferment of the degree. So the Master and Doctor of Philosophy degree may be conferred to a candidate that has fulfilled the following condition, which is the student should satisfy all the requirements of the postgraduate regulations, and also you need to fulfill the publication and presented at any conference as oral or poster presenter, should be completed by the research study. Continue for the condition for conferment of degree. So you also should complete the credit hours requirements set by faculty or center or academic or institute. The candidate's examination results must be verified by the Postgraduate Studies Committee and approved by the Senate. And you should settle all forms of liability to the university. So this is slide which shows other information that can be retrieved from the CPS website. You just need to log on to our website www.ums.edu.my/ppps, and then there are many important menu there. You can click and you can check each of the menu. It will give you important information. Okay, if you go through each of the menu, there is many sub-menu there. You can go through, you can download each of the guideline, you can download also each of the form. Okay, for example, a handbook for postgraduate supervision, and also form application to use of facilities which is available in CPS. So all of this information that I have been shared with you, it is available in this Postgraduate Studies Rule 2015, Amendment number 2, 2021. You can retrieve this guideline by using this link, and also you can download this guideline from CPS website under menu current students. Okay, so if you have any inquiries or question, you can always contact your postgraduate coordinator at faculty or center or academic or institute level, and also you can also try to come to CPS counter, which is located at our postgraduate buildings here. You can get assistance from the staff. Okay. So this is my slide. Your journey start here. Please alert with all the information updates given by the CPS, and I wish you luck throughout your journey. Thank you for your attention and listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hani, for that very comprehensive briefing, which summarized all of the important procedures and rules of the postgraduate ERS. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to the next briefing, let's have a 10-minute break again for the preparation and regain your attention. We'll be right back, and thank you. Good day and welcome back everyone. Next, we are going to listen about the postgraduate student welfare and scholarship in UMS, delivered by our Deputy Dean of Students Affairs, Center for Postgraduate Studies CPS, Associate Professor Dr. Azazi, alias Azizi bin Haji Abdul Aziz. Let's welcome Dr. Azazi on the stage.
Assalamualaikum. Thank you, and thank you very much, Puan Herlina, for inviting me to give a briefing on the the students' welfare of the postgraduate studies of at the UMS. First of all, I would like to give a warm welcome and congratulations to all new postgraduate students to UMS. So I hope that you are going to be, having a wonderful journey at pursuing your studies at the University Malaysia Sabah. So for my part, today at the before this, I think slightly about 1 hour before the afternoon. So I'm going to give a briefing on my part of the students affairs for students. Okay, so I'm the Deputy Dean of the Students Affairs as introduced by Madam Helena just now at the section of the Students Affairs of the Center for Postgraduate Studies. So these are the outlines of my briefing today in the next 15 to 20 minutes. So please bear with me in order to those of you maybe you want to listen of the what are the opportunities, what are the the chances for you for the postgraduate students at UMS in order to get the financial assistance, how to attend the seminars and conferences, something information related to the health facilities, insurance facilities, about the students card or card perhatian siswa, what are the rules and regulation that you need to refer to, and also the postgraduate awards ceremony that we held every year in order to give award to the students, as well as the academic and non-academic activities, and the competition that we have, in order to represent UMS every year, and details about the center. So as an introduction, so the section of the student affairs at the Center for the Postgraduate Studies responsible in coordinating postgraduate students' welfare, including financial assistance, organizing academic workshops, sponsorship. We also in charge of the health facilities, insurance, non-academic activities, and student consultations. So we are open, and then normally we are engaging the students with all the activities under the section of the students affairs. So let's start with the postgraduate assistance scheme, which is, I think this is quite popular among students in order to get attention. So most of the students, they are really interested in order to know how to get this postgraduate assistance scheme offered by the Center for Postgraduate Studies of UMS. So actually we have two schemes here. Namely a teaching assistance scheme, especially for the Malaysian students, and the international student tuition fees scheme, which is we offer for the international students. For the teaching assistance scheme for the Malaysian students, normally we offer for the full-time student, which is the students who are eligible need to apply maximum semester 2, which means that for the new students, you are in a semester 1 now, and if you are masters, you have 2 semesters in order to apply, which means that you can apply from this semester or next semester. So after semester 2 for masters, you are not eligible to apply for this scheme. Okay, for PhD student, we open up to maximum semester 3 of your studies, which means that beyond the semester 3, we are not consider your application. So this is only applicable for a full-time research student who are doing research, and for master's degree, you must achieve a first class degree qualification or at least CGPA 2.75 or equivalent during your degree. And for PhD studies, the applicant should have a good master degree or obtain at least a CGPA 3.0 or equivalent for PhD if you are the PhD student. For international tuition fee scheme, same conditions. That we also apply for the international student, which means for masters is for 2 semesters, up to maximum semester 2, and PhD maximum semester 3. So, but for the master degree qualification, the applicants must obtain at least CGPA 3.0 or equivalent. This is different compared to the local student, which is we only require a minimum 2.75 for CGPA. And for PhD is 3.30 or equivalent, or any good master's degree that you obtain from any reputable or recognized university or institution around the world. Okay, so this is for SPP or SHIFA for the postgraduate assistance scheme. So we have opened, this semester for students, which is the deadline will be 20 of March 2023. So the postgraduate assistance scheme, and also we offer for the fast track scholarship, which means that the fast track scholarship, I'm sure that just now the Deputy Dean Dr. Hasmahani already explained to you about the fast track program. So the fast track scholarship, also we do have the fast track scholarship for the student who succeed in this program, and then you have attend the interview lah. So definitely that you you need to go through and then go to our CPS website in order to get all this information. So please go and check our website of CPS and try to understand all the financial assistance guidelines that we have. On top, a part of this, the financial assistance that we offer at the UMS, we also have a scholarship program which is offered by the other institutions overseas, and also the other institution in Malaysia. Okay, other than that, you can get the information here from the PTPTN. We also, student also can apply from here. So if you are not, miss the opportunity in order to apply for the students assistance scheme at UMS, you also can apply for the PTPTN, MIS or Malaysia International Scholarship, or you also can apply for the Graduate Excellence Program, state government at your respective states, and also financial institution and other international agencies. So this is at your own effort if you want to go, and then if you have have any sources in order to apply other financial assistance other than the the student financial scheme at UMS, we encourage you in order to apply those funder lah. So that is about the financial assistance. The next one is the every students of the full-time students who are enrolled, their full-time student at UMS of the postgraduate studies in UMS, eligible in order to apply for the the financial assistance in order to attend seminars or conferences locally or internationally. So the qualification is, of course, for the full-time students, and whether you attend the seminars or conferences verbally or using the poster participation. And of course, the conditions in order to apply for this assistance or the financial assistance for the conference, you must have no outstanding fee of your studies in UMS. So the eligibility for the fee in order to attend for the seminars is 1,000 ringgit for masters, and also PhD is 1,500 ringgit. So some of the students, maybe most of you think that what is a 1,000 ringgit? So actually this 1,000 ringgit for masters is only to support your conference fee. We are not paying this, we are not give you 1,000 ringgit in order to pay the flight ticket, FA ticket, or maybe your accommodation when while you attend your conferences or seminars. So this amount of money is only to support your conferences. Let's say your conference fee is 1,000, then you can use this 1,000 in order to claim attend. But by claim, we don't give this money in advance in order to for you to to use to pay for the conferences. So which means that you have to pay your own first, and then after that you can claim. And make sure that all the conferences or seminars must be held within the semesters given. For example, a master's is 4 semesters, not more than 4 semesters. If your conference is, the date is on semester 5, then you are not eligible to apply for this scheme. And PhD is up to semester 6. Okay, so these are the things that I think the student must grab. You need to take this grab this opportunity. So because we give you money in order to attend the conferences, because of the conference and seminars is one of your KPI of the graduation of your studies at UMS. Other than these seminars and financial schemes, we also have health facilities. In terms of, I think that most of you remember that once you registered on the 18th of February last Saturday, I think we give you a medical card, right? So this medical card treatment is for full-time students. So normally we give you a maximum 3 times a visit per semester for each card. And of course, just for your information, this card is not applicable for DPLI and SPADA. And if you some of the student, if you are admitted to any of the warded in the hospitals, in the government hospital, we also can issue the guarantee letter. Okay, for those are students who are having serious and required necessary treatment from the hospital. And for the insurance facilities, okay, these are the facility benefits that the insurer will get whenever that you are, having, a death or accident causes or any disabled cause of the permanent to the students. Okay, so as you can see, death and natural cause is a 25,000 covered will be given to the victim, and accident cause is a 40,000, permanent disabled 25,000 for the natural cause. Permanent disablement for accident cause is a 40,000 ringgit. Hospital benefit due to accident, okay, if you have got accidents and warded, so we pay you 50 ringgit per day, maximum 30 days. Okay, and medical support equipment is a 5,000 ringgit. Okay, funeral expenses 10,000 ringgit, and repatriation 10,000 ringgit. Okay, for starting from the last semester. So actually at the the Kementerian Pengajian Tinggi and also UMS, we have start with the Dekat Prihatin Siswa, which is the card, which is what you have now is from the they try to embed the card Prihatin Siswa, the student's card with the bank card. So this is one of the campaign that the government implemented to the students, to all the IPTS in Malaysia. And for the rules and regulations, I think that all students are stricted that you have to follow lies with the rules and regulation stated by the Akta 30 of the Akta University and College University 1971. And also you also have to refer to the Kaedah University Malaysia Sabah, related to the Tata Tertib Pelajar 1999 and also the Kaedah Pengajian Pascasiswazah. So this is I think a must for you to refer to from time to time, and also for the thesis in order to complete your thesis of your studies, you need to follow the gaya penulisan UMS lah. So I think this is from time to time you can refer to this akta and also kaedah in order to smoothen your journey in UMS lah. And at the center of postgraduate studies, every year we have the Majlis Anugerah Pascasiswazah for students who already achieve a certain requirement of achievement in their studies, especially in completion their studies of so some of the the awards that we give to the students is graduate on time, which is Anugerah Aspirasi Pascasiswazah, for those students who can complete their thesis or research within a 4 semester, 4 masters, and also 8 semesters maximum for PhD. And also we give an award to the best thesis for master and PhD, and the best students for program coursework program, and also the overall best student for masters and PhD. And at the CPS, we also conduct a research methodology course, which is, if I'm not mistaken, that almost all of you compulsory to attend and then complete this research methodology course. So for the first 2 weeks of the research methodology course will be held and organized by the Center of Postgraduate Studies. But after that, week 3 to 14, most of the the syllabus of the research methodology course will be conducted at your respective faculties and also institute. So all of students, please refer to your faculty, try to contact and communicate with your coordinator at your faculty and also institute in order to get updated with all of the schedule of the research methodology classes conducted at your faculty. Okay, and we also organize of the non-academic, academic and non-academic activities such as workshops and also non-academic activities. For example, like any activities which is related to the students, organized by the Postgraduate Students Association. This is one of the example that normally the posture under the CPS that we conducted before. Okay, on the research methodology. So this is one of the example of the methodology course and also courses organized by the faculty or institute, which is most of the facilitator and also speaker are from outside of UMS. And this is one of the competition that I mentioned earlier of my briefing today, that which is we in UMS that always commit in order to send our participants to participate in the 3-minute thesis competition. So this 3-minute thesis competition is for postgraduate students who are enrolled in the PhD after the 2nd year. So normally for the students who already, because of this 3-minute thesis competition, focus on the findings of the PhD, that you need to present your findings, results of your research, at the national level. So we have to select, the representatives of UMS within the UMS. And after that, if you are the winner of the UMS, and then we are going to send you to the national level. And for those who won at the national level, will represent Malaysia at the Asia Pacific competition of the 3-minute thesis. So this is one of the very opportunity in order to to highlight your research findings, and as well as maybe it's kind of the self achievement for the students. So maybe you can use this platform in order to promote your findings and your thesis to the higher level. Okay, this is one of the I think that those students that you think that some of the activities or financial assistance that we offer at the UMS, besides of the CPS of the section of student affairs, at the the HEP or HEPA, from the department of the high level pelajar of UMS also have different assistance. They have a different assistance that they can offer to the students, including the postgraduate students. So I think that you can go and check with the HEPA website of this. There are many of bantuan and also assistance to the students, which is including the postgraduate students lah. So pinjaman jangka pendek, we do have a bantuan tabung tanpa penama, bantuan sarahi diri, MyK, khairat kematian, surat jaminan. I think I already explained about this. The bantuan kos rawatan, bantuan musibah, insurans berkelompok, food bank siswa, as well as the scheme Learn and Earn. So not all of these schemes apply for the postgraduate students. Okay, some of them is can be applied by the postgraduate students, some are not. And this is a very general. You can apply, but through your deputy dean of the student affairs at your faculties or institute, by through them, and then you can apply to this HEPA lah. So these are the contacts. Okay, for us, I think we already explained to you earlier about the the top management of the CPS. Okay. And in order to get all the information updated about the CPS, I really urge and encourage you in order to join our Telegram. I think during your registration, you already exposed into this. Our staff already asked you to scan of the Telegram channel, right, in order to get updated about what the information that you need to get. And also the Facebook also, in order, normally we update or any activities or seminars, courses, everything, the opportunities for the postgraduate students. So please get updated into our through our FB, Telegram. And some of the very fun of the activities that we organize by the postgraduate student associations, for example, like the Priwira Run that we offer, that this is the platform for the postgraduate students to know our staff at the Center for Postgraduate Studies, and also to know that other postgraduate students of UMS. So in order to exchange the ideas among us. Okay. I think this is a very good opportunity for you, and I think we already reached to the end of my briefing today. So I hope you enjoy your briefing, the information, and then if anything that you want to ask, about the section of students affairs, please don't hesitate to contact us through Telegram, Facebook, or you can WhatsApp to the CPS. Thank you very much, and pass to the Puan Madam Halina.
Yeah, thank you for that briefing, Dr. Azazi. Ladies and gentlemen, it is almost the time for a lunch break. So let's have our lunch break and be back online at 1:45 p.m. for our next session. Thank you so much.